Monchumuriro wono bwaga kiete go ikabono ni go Chinsa ne biro bigandrete kumnyoka seri tukeliga enga kianande bono chiaragire Chinsa Ikomi chia bono margoba litukolia ramisi stariki Ikomi mutenye komi nalimu mwaka bochiri bubere na merongevere nebere na mange hagandrete okolekana kure Chinsa mu chonsi imenesiko yorongoro Gusii y'umonchumuriro wono asenchira y'ubwenge ngochiko komanya se Chinsa chigabono chia bono marogobo nyira bono litokobwatira nere kurosumuna bwimanyiryo igakoroko Auta iliterana nchi kwa Vincent Onyancha. Aso wengi wano mwanchu muligeri sananso kienko manyamangana Amayia Chinsa Ikomi chia bono marogobe togo chaka kurwase county ya Kisii karokeli nsemo ya obosombi meye county ya Kisii bali nsemo ya taxi nabako chikali chikomi kemezigo meye county ya Kisii igobate bireberobe iria asogo chiko korobo choli bwabo eligo chiko chorabarai baranyale kora ensemeyo litukolia nkyo go chinga kechi ba kwanere goro yemerobe noko kani kwabo asabara bara chiko chora lituko liamambia
ndege tangani na kulega ya usongo tokolibia ntukuna tugwakana na wego chia se county tori konyora ntubwati no yenye kuende chinyombe chichake barantu ntoiri abatora abosongo toko kolega situana journalist lakini ekero ya ikiro monto kore bosongo gwiko ikonya and kwa rusia bese ya waso abimo buko kwagenda gwachu gwakana gucharia ine challenge yamo toko nyora se asega igamuna tora tumanye goche yende gotochanda mono asichika se kiteto toko kora aba indiye bachiete bagacha ne chiduka abanyene chiduka bakareta chikali chiabo chiko kobo musigo bono ntuna abantu aba taxi ntori konyora customer ntori goikera customer singo njuna bakoguraria ebako baborike gimaria se counter nga ntobwate gari tokokora tokubabogori musigo
Nago tigana na yubono ni gebyombe aho kurwase county ya Nyamira kubwatira na monensemo yobo chenu bagendretse no murubiri boko ene kibuna nkonyara bali kurwa bosemye go cyasa minyibe county ya Nyamira anenchira yo wetanga kurwase binyinyi bya COVID-19 maga yogo tarechiro ya miruka ni go batebirega ngene nega no kurwe chancho ya COVID-19 akobuli amenyibe county ya Nyamira kwerenda asogo tango kuranda kwe binyinyi bya COVID-19 no naboni go chinga kechi abo bisamo ni byembe bibatebiruna amenya bange kurwase county ya Nyamira ni goba tuguterera amachiko yoko tango kuranda kwebinye bya COVID-19 no naboni goba tereba bige tumurubiryo bogo chiko soa asensemo ya manga ikigo cha erikane ngurubaro obosemya nabego kubatoke chancho ya COVID-19.
Tunashukuru kwa sababu tuko na interfaith, wametudhamini kidogo, wametuambia ya kwamba tuuche hapa Miruka watusaidie ili tuinue hii uptake ya COVID-19 vaccination.
Nataka kushukuru katika upande wa kidini, nataka kushukuru wale wachungaji ambao wamesimama nasi kwa sababu tunapokuwa hapa kama Interfaith Network kuna wachungaji wale ambao katika kaunti ya Nyamira kama wangeweza kutuback na wasimame na wakubaliani nasi hili jambo lingewezekana.
Watu walikuwa wanaona kama hii COVID-19 imeisha, lakini COVID-19 inaendelea. Daktari wamekuja, watu wanaendelea kuchanjwa sana hapa Miruka. Tena naambia watu muingie sana, muendelea kuchanjwa.
Nago tigana na yubona ibyombe byare kurigerelia nchira yobo choli bwa kolekaneta igasense ya Kenya bocholi umwako yego boichiri bubere na merongevere nebere nigo baroro bochirwa bona gotogie kumbe kilikyo bocholi nechumbe IBC chinyomba choboralia nabego nensemo yoborendi nchira baikirane yobo koribwabo chinga kichobo choli westarike kyanda umwako yega ubwale ngo bocholi obona na sense ya Kenya.
Surmounted by a lot of the problems that they are having is because we are having 6 elections also in one day. And one of the recommendations, and which has been carried forward from 2017 and 2013, was that we need to stagger our elections. The national elections and the county elections, for instance, can be separated. We can have national elections on one day, and then we have our county elections on another, or whatever other formula is used.
IBC still have injuries from their stakeholders to cure. And the earlier the IBC starts, the better for their confidence in the IBC and the trust to build in the people going to the next electoral cycle. IEBC should find means of engaging with the stakeholders where there are grievances, where there are still mistrust, where there are still bitterness and emotive things. This should be the time for IEBC to engage and cure all those going forward.
The social media platforms themselves can also help play the role that social media platforms continue to play in our electoral processes. Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, and all the rest, I think is something that needs a better conversation, because those platforms have become purveyors of disinformation, misinformation, hate speech, violence against women in elections, and name it. And I think a better regulation around that.
Na go tigara samangana rengete novo chenu igwanto kumanyi kubone byombe by'abanyagitari ime ya Afrika ya mochago se East Africa nigo byaro kurogo tindia go chesoro nguru Afrika ya mocha anasense moyobo cheno gotebune birengo byobo cheno as Afrika ya mocha byaroka ne kwira nanse aya nigago chamaga yo gotebuno bokori go bolense anaso kubara wichibeza chise naso kunyara gukine birengo byobo cheno asorgo nguru Afrika anasense mo ya Afrika ya mocha chinga kiechyo ni gabanyagitari amone byombe Viatebron serikali as Chinsa chionso ime Afrika ya mocha nyare komento konyora which pesa ane komente kerengo Ikomi isano asemia go chia sebimbe y'abanyagitari kone kibunango kini barobo koledi nabo igo go kini bale Chinsa mochobo cheno asorgo ngoru Afrika ya mocha.
The governments in the region must prioritize provision of public healthcare services. COVID-19 pandemic, Ebola, and the extreme impact of climate change, poor funding of the public healthcare services have exposed the need of all the governments to invest deeply in the healthcare services. The meeting in session identified the pressing challenges faced by the health sectors in the region, to include the following: vaccines, vaccine access, hesitancy, pandemic preparedness and local productions of the vaccine, financing of public health services, and an equal health service provision, health inequity within the region. The meeting in session was resolved to engage the governments within East African bloc to address the identified pressing challenges, specifically decline in the level of government investment in the delivery of public health services. And I believe if the public health service delivery or investment is reduced, then there's more to the private. Number two, poor and inadequate public health care emergencies and pandemic preparedness. We are all cut off in every pandemic and every outbreak without any preparations.
Na kira yubo ikagendrete bara ibaba saikuro chinsemo omega yokomira na sensemo ya Nairobi ni gobarra kreko mocho bara ibwa Kenya kwanza ni gochinga kechibate birebu nambara bagwikiranirwa achira chiriba betaba kolierwa na serikali ya Kenya kwanza niromora Vincent William Samoei Ruto chinga kechikambeni chiaye ni gobate birebu na nene asama bagaye serikali abanta basani gobati gombaga nabona abantu bali bali no barema mbaroka ndeba kubwatira nigwa anene ase serikali ya Kenya kwanza aniga gocha yumure wense konyara gochora bali kibabo tambe gose permanent secretary bari GPS ase serikali ya baba gwetigwa asaba sabe murunga na gotebuna ni gobati wa magega chinga kechibo igoni goba roko bolo gocha serikali ya Kenya kwanza kwane kibunanko bwata kabare okubolya okubokwa begetu igoro ya asala fanda okubate berubuna kuraba konya sokonyara wekinia kiuchumi.
Not with concern that the appointments for the cabinet secretaries and the principal secretaries did not reflect the desire of Article 10(2)B of the Constitution of Kenya of ensuring inclusivity, non-discrimination, and protection of the marginalized groups, particularly the youth, the young people, and persons with disabilities.
We call upon the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Sports and Arts of the Republic of Kenya to allocate adequate resources towards implementing youth-centered affirmative action programs as envisioned in Article 55(b) of the Constitution of Kenya. 2, we call upon the President to remain true to his promise of launching the Hustlers Fund. We request the relevant government agencies to ensure that the criteria for the youth to benefit from the fund is fair, inclusive, and transparent.
Na boigo magega yomurai wenzo muske William Samuel Ruto konyara gochore committee gose task force ira onchakana chi county Chinsa so konyara kusangire birengere vyumurubiri OCBC asiri tukulia committee ni go yarenga se county ya Nakuru kolengana amenyibe county ya Nakuru ni go barure birengere libyabo igoro yomurubiri OCBC asebate birubuna mbali go chigwanchirana abana ba grade 6 konyara kogenda junior secondary kolengana boni go bate birubuna abana aba grade 6 ni go baraba kamono kogenda secondary konde baganiriye abana bogotigara cy'skuru cyoboroso.
I've given my views, and especially on the products of the former system, like the engineers, the lawyers, the architect, to look at first whether there are any gaps which need to be improved, or do we need to change the whole system, or do we need to improve some few areas. I also talked about the teachers, those who are going to man the education system. Are they prepared enough so that we change the system, and the people who are going to run the system are really prepared enough to run the system? Another thing is the cost implication. Cost implication in terms of, are we burdening the parents? Are we burdening the students? Are we also burdening the government? So we also need to look at the cost.
Na go tigana na yono mwanchumuri gati yari togendere to stwabere to kwaliganeria nelibuna magaye kyombekeli kyobo soeli konyara kurwa okobori go chia steke gambero go tuguterare kine kyomo konyu bomure wenseri gadigashagwa nigo more bone kagambero gya tuguterare kine kyasogote yabuna nkebwate bo site bonde bo isaine aniga go chama igari gadigashagwa kubwatira ni guna mangana yobukurumi obwa beteka go soelu ekrale ngo mujumbe nigo bone go tebakana buna eramo na abantu bande kyanda bakurumete shilingi bilioni sano naibere obosio munochi ebi na Victor wa umule niga anyaraga kuro kurabuna bakageru abuna ndi na bagoserwa na koiranigwa aseke gambero onye bakonyoro bosaiti bonde.
No objection to the substantive application by the prosecution to have the matter withdrawn under section 87A of the Criminal Procedure Code. The application is hereby granted. Now, the accused persons are hereby warned and informed that they may be rearrested in future and on the same or similar charges.
The current government, we want to promise Kenyans that this will never happen again. The police will never be forced to use the judicial system to oppress Kenyans who are of different opinion. Will never again use the judiciary system as a weapon to oppress those who are against our views. It is my desire as a parliamentarian that we actually bring law into place that will make people, officers who take such orders which are illegal from their seniors, prosecutable.
Na goikase county ya Bungoma ikirgo kyobo seneta nigo kagendrete kumusaba Rwanda na kubwato kama sakara bo cyese kyombe kyobo cyoli nechibebe IBC ikirgo kyoni go gyatigalete bosa maiga yo kabero mo seneta bwe county ya Bungoma Moses Masika wetangura ochoro buno monogeli bwe bunge nene aiga sense ya Kenya no na boni gobone kyamakiri kya UDA kyabwato kama sakara yo mu Rwanda ryo boli tukolya lero asebate birembale bo kwegena bune kirgo kyobo seneta se county ya Bungoma ngechikora sengechikoirwa nomurandrebe kyamakiria kia UDA.
Jina naitwa Engineer Mike Malomba, mimi ndio coordinator wa UDA Bungoma County. Na hivi leo ni siku ya furaha sana kwa sababu tumemleta mwaniaji wetu wa UDA Bwana Mwambu Mabonga kuwasilisha makatasi yake, na tunatarajia kuwe na hiki kinyang'anyiro kiwe cha huru sana. Na pia vile tulikuja hapa, mmeona watu ni wengi sana, inamaanisha kwamba chama cha UDA kiko na umaarufu sana hapa Bungoma.
Na kiratoka ndete ko sanga na mwanchumulikira bono go chiko yakiro musumalia senchera yobwenge komiche bono morogo banyanyimbo kurwa sensemo ya Isiolo nigo kyabekire oseni ko babekire byara bayiboli babere abo bono babwatogeto mwana wabona gosarwa asenchere tabwene tinyero bono bayiboli yabuni go bamusale to mwana wemetinye 5 nomo oyubono osabanyanyimbo babete bakwabeka byara egotebekara bono mwana uyuni ganyarteka gokonyo na abantu rakomnyoki wasenyagitare ne ya Isiolo abwasagendrete konyo robogwene kolengana roboti rwabanyagitari kosnyagitari ne ya Isiolo nigo batebiruna umwana uyu nigasare twa senchira etabwenereti.
Nimeweza kupata ripoti kwamba kuna mtoto wa miezi 6 amekeketwa, na hilo limenistaajabisha kwa sababu mtoto wa miezi 6 ni mtoto mdogo sana. Hata kama huwa tunapigania mambo ya FGM, hii imekuwa extreme kwetu, na ningeomba serikali iweze kuchukua hatua kwa mzazi ya huyo mtoto, kwa sababu miezi 6 ni mtoto ambaye sasa anaweza poteza hata uhai na hata reproductive health yake itakuwa imeweza kuharibika.
We want to send a very stern warning to those who think that they can practice this retrogressive culture, that the law is very clear. FGM has been outlawed in this country, and we would not like anyone to participate or to do what they are doing at the moment.
Hasoro bwotiru munchumu ligiribu no mwana wemetinye 5 no mwasensemeri ya isioro ni gabeteka go saro na gotigiru chinko masenchire tabwende tuno to ikomweli obwo mangana maya senchira yo wenge Chinsa Ikomi bono chiabono marago bagendera gotobwati agwetera nsemeri ya mtandao ensemo ya Facebook Ndizi TV News Digital na wega nsemeri ya YouTube munchumu ligiri na bogotonyara buna Ndizi TV News. Rito bwataranera kurwa sumu no bwimenyererio iga korokwa ausekora nsemeri Joshua Auta na baigobono Abigail Nyanchama oenekinerio ginechibicha kwa nyorera senchira yabene yokora gensemo yabono margoba umera na Ivarino sera kumaya yo amonenda mangaseri bona kogosansa muranira asenchira yobo ikrantomera ni ditukoli yankyo enseyemo ya margoba literani nchenkoroko Vincent Onyancha.
Ndizi TV, Ubwansu.